What's up, guys? We are back. We're looking at some more NFL plays for today's Sunday slate. I got one early play and one Sunday Night Football play for you in this video. Let's hop in and let's stay cashing. These plays apply to all apps, but I'm looking at these today on DraftKings Pick6. A lot of people out there don't know that DraftKings has their own DFS Pick'em app. It's relatively new and I enjoy this app a lot, and they also have an awesome offer right now. All you have to do is just play $5 and you get $50 instantly in DraftKings Pick6 credits. You can join for yourself. It's available in most states. Down in my description, use promo code DOMG so you can claim that $5 to $50 DraftKings Pick6 credits instantly. Again, join, download their app, down in my description. Promo code DOMG. I'm going to show you how good this app is in this video because there's one play on the board particularly that holds a lot of what I would call value. So, this app can be really, really good. We'll talk about that in just a second here. But before we get into these plays here, don't miss out on joining the DubClub. You can join the DubClub right now, literally for free. There's a 2-day free trial down in my description. You get all of my plays. You get all my plays for today's Sunday slate. You get the plays for Monday Night Football. I also post MLB plays in the DubClub, and we have NBA less than a month away. Super excited for that because we cash out on NBA every single season. I'm over $5,000 of profit on prizepicks. That's how I know that I'm legit. I'm not one of those guys out there selling plays, but I'm not profitable. Clearly, I'm profitable. I'm also up over on Sleeper as well, over $1,300 of profit. I've also profited on Chalkboard, Underdog, and Sportsbooks. If you'd rather join right now, or if you've already used that free trial, you can get in right now for even cheaper. It's only 50%. You can get 50% off right now, only $15 for your first month. Also, down in my description. So both offers are available. 50% off for your first month or a 2-day free trial if you're kind of on edge about it. Go ahead and check it out for yourself down in my description and get all of my plays sent straight to you. And one final thing before we get to these plays, that if you want to research plays for yourself, the tool that I personally use is called Outlier. You can get this tool 7 days for free down in my description. You can check it out for yourself, see if you like it. I'm also going to be using this tool in the video so you can see if you kind of like how the tool is kind of set up and things like that. And just get the 7-day free trial down in my description. They also have an app on the App Store. You can research player props for yourself just right from your phone. I personally love this tool. I use it every single day for researching plays, and the MLB, NBA, NFL, it doesn't matter. I use Outlier when researching. And now with all that out of the way, let's get to these plays today. Just make sure you play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like in the video and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. The most important thing though is having those post notifications turned on. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. Let's get to these plays here. So the first play I like for this slate here is actually going to be over in the Saints game here. If we take a look at that, it's actually going to be one of the 1 o'clock games here. So let's hop over to the Saints and Falcons game here. Then we're going to go over to the receptions category on the board here. So we're going to go over to receptions. Chris Olave, less than 5.5 receptions here. He is questionable right now with the hamstring injury, but if he does end up playing, which by the time you're watching this, maybe he is playing, maybe he's not, you probably know. But if he plays, I think there's a lot of what I would call value on the less than 5.5 receptions here. First off, it's juiced on the over on some books right there. I don't mind the under 5 if you're on a different DFS app, but 5.5 right now on DraftKings is pretty insane value. If you just even take a look at it right here. I mean, he's a -108 under 4.5 right now on books, but we are on a DFS Pick'em app here in DraftKings Pick6. But you can see right here, he's only been over this in one single game this year. And by the way, he happened to have 6 catches on all 6 targets. He has not had a game with more than 6 targets this season. He's kind of struggled in terms of targets, really, and also kind of receptions as well. So you have a banged up player who's probably not going to play 100% of the snaps. And you have a guy that hasn't even seen more than 6 targets here, which you'd have to have 6 targets on 6 catches if he's going over the 5.5 receptions there. So there's just a lot of green flags right off the bat for Chris Olave and the under 5.5 receptions. When he played Atlanta last season, if we look at it here, which it's a completely different offense, it's kind of hard to, it's a small sample size here for Chris Olave because he really only has 3 games necessarily. So last season against Atlanta, though, he was able to have 7 and 3 receptions against them, and they were completely different games. He had 7 catches on 9 targets, then he had 3 catches on 3 targets. So very, very different games. And that also, by the way, came in a game where they just blew him out but they still scored 48 points. So very, very different games as you can see right there. So we'll see what type of game we get today here. But the Saints are about 2.5 point underdogs, which is a little bit interesting. But they're going to be on the road in this one. Last year on the road, he was pretty solid for the most part, over in 6 out of 9 games, as you can see right there. But now they have guys that have kind of merged on the team, like Rashid Shaheed. It's just a much different offense this year than it kind of was last year. And you kind of saw that against Carolina and against Dallas, how good this offense really, really is. Although they did get slowed down quite a bit last game against the Eagles. So I'm going to take my chances here on a guy that has not seen more than 6 targets this year and is also banged up, giving less than 5.5 receptions. Hopefully he plays in this one. It's kind of still up in the air, but that could be some really, really nice, what I would call value. If he does end up playing here, the under 5.5 receptions looking pretty good to me. And now let's get to my final play of the video here. We're going to go with one of the Buffalo Bills here. We're going to go with the Buffalo Bills, then we're going to go over the rushing yards here. That's because I like Josh Allen over 30.5 rushing yards here. If you are on a different app, I also love the rushing attempts over 6.5. I think both spots are very, very nice, but on DraftKings Pick6, I like the over rushing yards for Josh Allen at 30.5. This year, he is over in 2 out of 3 games, as you can see here. He's had 39, 2, and 44 rushing yards. He's going to be on prime time yet again here, this time in a pretty good matchup here against Baltimore. It's going to be at 8:20 tonight. It's a late game. It is a tough defense in Baltimore. I think he's going to be using his legs quite a bit here. So like I said, he's over in 2 out of 3 games, as you can see there. Back last season, he was over in 10 out of 19 games. And by the way, they are underdogs in this game, actually. So Buffalo, despite being 3-0, they are underdogs. And in games where they lost last year, he was over in 4 out of 7 games, but 3 of his last 4 games. On top of that, if you look at it like his last 10 games also, by the way, he's actually over this in like 7 of his last 10 games, as you can see right there. So he's been really, really good as of late using his legs. And with it being such a heated matchup against Baltimore, they're a tough defense. They're able to lock it down coverage for the most part. I think this is a game where he's going to be using his legs here, because a lot of these games where he's actually missed this line, by the way, look at the games where he's missed. Miami, they were able to win the game by 21 points. Why would he be running? He's not going to do that and when they're up like 3 scores. They destroyed Miami in that game. The Chargers, they ended up winning the game by 2, but the Buffalo game right there, they won by 21 points yet again. So 2 out of 3 misses, he was just involved in a huge blowout. Even against Jacksonville, though, they blew him out. He still was able to cover that line. And this goes for quite a few games last year. I mean, against the Jets right there, 32-6, he went under his line there. You have some other games here, like against Miami again last year. They won by like 28 points there, went under. They won by 28 points, he went under. A lot of these games where he's going under is just because they're not close games. They're just complete blowouts. Josh Allen loves to use his legs. You can see all the different type of close games here. When it's within like 6 points, as you can see right here, he continued to just go over this line by quite a bit. In this game here, by the way, 2.5 point spread. Should be a close competitive game where Josh Allen uses his legs. Give me the over here for Josh Allen and his rushing yards, or also his 6.5 rush attempts. I like both spots. I'm not done with the free plays quite yet, but one last reminder to join DraftKings Pick6 for yourself. It's available in most states. Promo code DOMG will get you $5, and you can get up to $50 in DraftKings Pick6 credits. Play that $5, and you get the $50 in DraftKings Pick6 credits. Again, join DraftKings Pick6 and download their app off the App Store. You can join down in my description. Also, you can join the DubClub to get all my plays sent straight to you. There's a 2-day free trial down in my description, or you can just join right now for 50% off. Both options are down in my description. And if you like the tool that I used in today's video, that was called Outlier. There's a 7-day free trial for Outlier down in my description as well, where you can research plays for yourself. And now let's get you some more free plays today from the Daily Grind tool. This right here is the Optimizer. It's just some of the best expected value plays in apps like prizepicks or even DraftKings Pick6. You can see all the different value right now on DraftKings Pick6. That's how I was able to find the Chris Olave less than 5.5 receptions. You also have Whittington under 2.5 receptions, which looks pretty damn good as well. Minus 175 is on DraftKings Pick6. Pretty crazy there. If you even take a look at like PrizePicks, by the way, we look at PrizePicks, see the different value on PrizePicks right now. There's some CSGO value. They like Kamara under fantasy score. Could be good with him banged up as well. But it's a really, really awesome tool because we don't do any research really at all. And we can find all these different plays by just literally clicking a button. So if you want this tool for yourself, you get it for yourself down in my description. Click on the Daily Grind tool link, click on the Fantasy Bundle, and then you can scroll down and promo code DOMG will get you 25% off. They also have another tool sold separately called the AI Shift Generator, which is up over 1,800 units since August 18th of last year. And this tool is very, very good. Let's take a look at a Prize Pick 6 Pick Flex here. So they have some CSGO value right now, some NFL, MLB, a lot of different value. They throw it all into one entry, as you can see right here, and hopefully it ends up cashing. It has a profit margin of 7.18%, so it's a pretty good looking entry right now on PrizePicks. It looks pretty good to me. So if you want this tool for yourself, you can get it for yourself down in my description. This time, click on the AI Shift Generator, and then you can scroll down, and promo code DOMG will get you 25% off. Thank you for watching. Just hopefully in tomorrow's video. Best of luck. And if you want to say I profited over $5,000, you can watch this video right here.